Good afternoon, I'm Riza Diaz and this is One News Now. A Manila court has found Jomel Advincula or Peter Jomel Advincula, also known as Bicoy, in the Ang Totoong Narco List videos guilty of perjury. The Manila Metropolitan Trial Court, Branch 17, found Advincula guilty because of false claims he made against members of the Free Legal Assistance Group. These include lawyers Chel Diokno, Erin Tanyada, and Theodore Te. While Advincula initially accused the Duterte family of involvement in the narcotics trade in 2019, he later tagged several opposition figures in an alleged plot to oust then-President Rodrigo Duterte through the Ang Totoong Narco List videos. Advincula is sentenced to a sentence of up to 1 year in prison. Meanwhile, the Interior Department is instructing local disaster risk reduction and management councils to prepare for Super Typhoon Mawar. The DILG tells its regional directors to coordinate with DRRMCs and remind all local governments to prepare for the Super Typhoon. All LGUs are also reminded to monitor Pag-asa weather advisories and conduct hazard assessments. Local DRRMCs are likewise expected to conduct pre-disaster risk assessments for floods, landslides, debris flow, and strong winds. Now, as of 3 in the morning, Super Typhoon Mawar was spotted by Pag-asa at 2,215 kilometers east of Visayas. It is packing maximum sustained winds of 185 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 230 kilometers per hour. Pag-asa says it's likely to enter PAR by Saturday and it will be given the local name Betty. Pag-asa says Mawar is still not expected to make landfall in the Philippines, but it's likely to enhance the southwest monsoon.
Sa ngayon din ho, malit pa rin yung tsansa na ito ay tumama sa kalupaan ng Pilipinas. Pero mas tinitingnan ho natin, posible itong mag-trigger ho ng pagpapalakas ng hanging habagat o tinatawag natin na southwest monsoon. Kaya ho posible bandang linggo o lunes sa susunod na next week ay posible pong maging maulan, particular na sa bahagi ho ng western section ho ng Luzon, ng Visayas at pari po umabot pati dito sa Mindanao.
The National Historical Commission of the Philippines admits that a large amount of money is needed to rehabilitate the fire-hit Manila Central Post Office. NCHP Historical Preservation Chief Reynaldo Lita said the move would require research efforts on materials. Meanwhile, the Government Service Insurance System said the Manila Central Post Office is insured for around 604 million pesos. But the agency said it is also willing to extend a loan for the reconstruction of the building.
Kailangan yun yung the same material or the same properties para mapanumbalik natin yung anyo at itsura ng gusali. Usually, medyo pareho lang siya sa cost ng bagong gusali pero minsan nagiging mahal dahil nga nagkakaroon tayo ng research pa dun sa mga lumang materyales and kailangan natin maghanap pa ng mga bagay na yon.
Now, according to the Bureau of Fire Protection, the fire incurred the damage worth an initial estimate of 300 million pesos. Postmaster General Luis Carlos said they will tap a structural engineer to further look into it. Meanwhile, offices of the Internal Audit Services and postage payment delivery at the building were not damaged by the fire.
A structural engineer is needed to do that. And then from there, kung ano po yung itsura ng building na yan, how it is, we will come up with that.
Time to take a quick break. One News will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Motorcycle taxis may be legalized in the Philippines soon. Justin Punsalang with the details.
It's high time to legalize motorcycle taxis in the Philippines. That's what Senator Grace Poe said during a hearing of the Senate Committee on Public Services. Poe, who is also the panel's chairperson, cited the results of a 4-year pilot study conducted by the Senate Technical Working Group, which found that 96% of commuters are in favor of MC taxis legalization.
4 years and a global pandemic later, we believe it is now time for Congress to use the data points from the ground to craft a policy that is responsive to the needs of the commuting public and all the stakeholders of the ever-growing MC taxi industry.
Motorcycle riders are happy with this development.
Masaya kasi magiging legal na, hindi na mangangamba na pwedeng mawala.
Laking tulong din para sa family. Extra income, tsaka at the same time nakakatulong sa community. Lalo na pag traffic.
Commuters echoed the riders' sentiments. They said MC taxis are much more convenient, especially when dealing with heavy traffic.
Kapag halimbawa malilate ka na sa work mo, syempre very easy access siya kasi mas mapapadali yung pagdating mo dun sa pupuntahan mo.
Mas mabilis tsaka compared sa normal na commute, mahirap yung makikipagsiksikan.
They also suggested some measures they want to be implemented amid the legalization process.
Siguro more on safety pa rin, insurance, ganun, kung pwede, kung magkakaroon.
Sana magdagdag sila ng hawakan sa gilid.
As of now, about 40,000 MC taxis under several T and VS like Angkas, Joyride and Move It are allowed to ply Metro Manila roads under a provisional authority. But the Senate is looking into allowing more, citing traffic and heavy demand. This is something the Philippine Competition Commission agrees with.
In terms of market situation, more players would be better for the consumers. Let the market dictates on the extent of the number of vehicles, motorcycle units.
The TNVS companies also assure the safety of commuters.
Sa Joyride, meron po kami mga marshals na umiikot sa Metro Manila. 24/7 po yan. Mga grupo po na hindi alam ng mga bikers, inoobserbahan sila. At tinitingnan din yung pamamaraan ng pagsaservice.
Creme de la creme din po yung kinukuha namin. Tinuturuan namin yung safety mindset, road rules, braking distance, and then we have practical exams and training on road conditions.
For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
Now here's a quick look at other stories we're watching. No survivors were found after a fishing vessel carrying 39 crew members from China, Indonesia, and the Philippines capsized last week in the Indian Ocean. The Chinese vessel was carrying 17 Chinese, 17 Indonesians, and 5 Filipinos on board. The boat capsized west of Perth in Australia last May 16. The Health Department has confirmed delays in the arrival of 390,000 COVID-19 bivalent vaccines. According to the DOH Bureau of International Health Cooperation, there are permits that are still needed to be coordinated with regards to the jabs. Toxic Watchdog Group bans toxic warns the public the trending toy called Leto Leto, claiming it dangerous for children. The group said that there were no labels in the toy, adding other potential safety concerns such as choking, eye injury, and asphyxia. Now, the Leto Leto toy is currently popular online, which is made of 2 rounded plastic balls with a string attached. One News will be back at 3 in the afternoon. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.